your mind is okay. Off your mind, what you sound like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But if fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not they off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Aha.
Hello there.
Maiyegun lamo to do. Maiyegun diary.
Good afternoon to you, good morning to you, good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. And this is Maiyegun Live.
Maiyegun diary. Maiyegun today, oh, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Maiyegun diary. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary.
Thank you very much. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Maiyegun today, not just that. Tag all the Lagos Abobakus, the Atiku looters, the Obidients. Everybody, let's come together because today is day one of the 4 months long charade, and it seems that day one, the Tinubu is missing. You probably know why he's missing, but share the broadcast. Tell them, Maiyegun to today, oh.
Ani Maiyegun lawamo do. Maiyegun diary, Maiyegun number one. Ani esuraki.
Tell them. Wike is still in London. Tinubu is in London. Atiku launched his own presidential campaign. Today in Abuja, I have a copy of what happened there.
And yes, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láìpẹ́.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn láìpẹ́.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Even though Tinubu was missing in action, right? The city boys, something I need to say. When you hear about city boys or city girls, right? That's the nice names for the Tinubu's, supporters. When you have a name like Obidients or Obidients, or something like that, you will know they are talking about Peter Obi. Now, when you hear about unifier, pacifier, right? You are talking about Atiku. Then when you hear about the revolutionaries, take it back, you know they are talking about Showore. Or somehow if you hear the slogan of Kwakwansi, whatever, right? They are talking about Kwakwanso. Those are the nice ones, right? But other popular names that are not so nice, but they are kind of descriptive enough, like the Tinubu supporters, they are sometimes called the Agbadomites or the Batidiots. The Atiku's supporters are mostly called on this platform. We call them articulators, articulated mugus, articulated morons, and on like that. You can add yours. Also, if you don't want to say it nice about the Obidients too, you can also go to that water part of calling them the Obidiots. All of these are going to be common names you're going to be coming across everywhere. However, day one, even though Tinubu was missing, yeah, the Agbadomites, the city boys and girls, they converged in Abuja, the young people. But in their usual way, it will not come without a cost. So I'm thinking of where should we start from? The interesting part or the not so interesting part, but kind of also interesting, which is that of Atiku. I think every part, wherever we start from tonight, is going to be a good start. So I'm going to rather show you what happened in Abuja. So Tinubu didn't show up day one of his own campaign because we have it from the source that he is still in London. And you know why? But what about Shettima? Shettima traveled with him, we were told. But why that one is here? And then the Agbadomites are converging in Abuja? That answer is what I don't have yet. But Tinubu didn't bail without a message. Ofileta Roche, like Yoruba will say, he sent a message. I'm coming, I'm just getting my own small medical stuff in the. He didn't say it that way, but in his words, he said today marks the official commencement of 2023 presidential election campaign activities across the country. I invite all Nigerians to join me and His Excellency Senator Kashim Shettima on this exciting and important journey as we set our blah, 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 blah. Our nation stands at a threshold of history. We, like almost every other nation, blah, 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 blah. Then we must show that we have learned from mistakes of the past. We must be prepared to make difficult decisions. We must be wise. We must be discerning. We must choose progress. We must favor reason over sentiment. And then I am prepared and ready, though he's not there, to show them that he is ready. So with my running mate, which was also absent as well, to provide the leadership that will inspire our country to greater glory with new thinking, innovative ideas and vision. But he wasn't there to say it to them. But, as usual, he said, I call on all Nigerians to please join us the first caller, the first people who received the calls were these guys. Isn't that amazing? And they were like trying to let you know that, maybe all of you are laughing. I know if you join Amio, I don't want join Amio, I don't want chop Agbado. There is already Agbado Concert in Abuja, where the Agbadomites are already displaying what it is like to live in Tinubu's Agbado economy. Now, this may sound like a pun, right? But they did this intentionally just to let you know that you may laugh at them, okay? But like you did when they were bringing you certificateless, lifeless Megad, Bokwari, you laughed at them, you mocked them, but at the end of the day, you have to live in the Nigeria that Tinubu and gang brought upon you. So this is to let you know that laugh as you like. Now Tinubu and all that, okay? Now this is not just it, because Baba himself probably watching them over and be like, he called them and they answered. I mean, talking about new thinking, progress, and other blah, 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 they put in that letter, right? So going to Abuja. So this afternoon, they had to go and look for people who are going to help make up the number. You know, the usual way, people are hungry. According to, what do you call him? Pastor, no, they have a name for him. Is that Pastor Solomon Abi Oba Solomoni? Tell me about Nigeria, because we know what this is, Abi.
Ìyà ti fẹ́ fọ́ orí anybody. Ebi ti fẹ́ lu ayé wọn fọ́. Ebi ti yà wọ́n ní wèrè.
Oba Solomoni. And it sounds so kind of, day one. They need to make up the number, and then somebody caught this on camera.
Okay, they say until they get to that place before they share money.
Yes, before, yes, that's what the chairman was saying.
You know,
giving the money there.
Oh dear, okay, they can't be able to give
the
them here.
bus,
You know, if they give them here, some people that are not going, we get the money too.
Yes. See the way they enter bus.
You said that
they will call the share and beside bus for them.
I think you said I've already given the money to you.
How many buses?
5.
Okay, 5. Wow. Where are they going now? Maybe this
area 10 or
area 10
Square.
It should be Eagle Square.
Yes. Eagle Square.
But this their flag don't make sense again.
No make sense. You
Mm-hmm. So they are like mobilizing people, getting them ready. This is the season, okay? And they've told you many times that all of una, when talk say you won't chase them away. The real voters are poor people, which if they give them 500 or 1,000 naira, you can speak your grammar from now till tomorrow. You can dislike PDP or APC till tomorrow. But they know the people they always get. They are always there. And the number continue to, the basket continue to, fill up. Basket of poverty, which is the evidence of what Nigeria is. In 62 years. But young people, I don't think they really care that much, because even at that, it can't be so hard to really fill up the place they wanted to use. So I got these few clips that you can possibly have a chance of seeing what happened at the Tinubu's Youth Agbado Carnival or Agbado Concert in Abuja, for example.
City boy is coming. When I say who is coming, you say city boy. Are you ready, sir? Who is coming? Say. Who is coming? Say. Where city is. I say city boy is. City boy. City boy.
People, funny people. Anyway, that's not it. I've got more. Let me see if this one will play.
All right, we are here today at Unity Fountain here in Abuja, where here a support group of Ashwadi is having a concert for some of their youth, supporters and members of the party. Although the party has shared their campaign inauguration for today, they covered the special prayers today. But then the support group are carrying on with their concerts, and here we have a whole lot of people still coming. Guys are out here having fun. You can see for the background, we have beautiful ladies wearing caps. So they know some of their supporters.
If you know you're not city boy, when I say city boy, you say golden boy. City boy! City boy! I want you guys to come to the front. Come to the front. Let's move forward. It's time for Nigeria. Come to the front. Don't be afraid. It's our time. Tell somebody it's our time.
Yeah.
Say it's our time. When I say city boy, you say golden boy. City boy. City boy. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay.
City boys, golden boys, city girls, golden girls. I mean, people they are hungry, they said. And it's campaign time. So yeah, no matter how you feel about that, well, you're going to see more and more of that. And you'll be asking yourself, like, are people that insensitive and they're careless and all that? No. They are the product of the system. The system made them as they are. And as it was yesterday, it is today, so shall it be forever, because it is Nigeria. I have another one, which is also like a sort of a coverage that, of their own activity as well. Let me see if I see if that is also playing, because sometimes I get them kind of mixed. That's not the right one. Like I said, give me a sec. Now, this.
We're here gathered together in the name of PAT and Kashim Shettima. So if you are here for that reason, please don't stay far away. We have a lot of information we want to give to you, and we want you to see us face to face while we're giving you that information. So all the different support groups, all the different people that have come here independently, please move forward. Move forward. This barricade is the farthest you can go, so move forward.
So that's just all about that anyway. It was just to like see how many people they could mobilize. And one of the things that makes the Obidients sort of always so proud is the fact that they don't pay people to come and join them and all of that stuff, like the regular things. So that makes them feel so like booga all the time. They feel like they can conquer anything. In fact, some of them are already saying, with the way things are, now only INEC fit stop Peter Obi. That's how confident they are, because they don't pay anybody to come out and join them. And they have not even started their own campaign. This, in their own way, they call it rally. But something happened in Jos today, right? I'm going to take you through them before we come back to Abuja. Let's leave Abuja. Let's go to Jos, okay? On the street of Jos, where they said the Middle Belt Forum, they organized a rally, a sort of a support rally for Obi. So I believe that they are like people who come from everywhere, and all of them assembled in Jos to tell Obi that they are for him or something like that. Now, from the streets, from what we captured, right? Take a look at this.
What a man that can make this.
so much noise. Noise, eh? Jeez. But that's just on the streets. Meanwhile, the venue where they plan to converge, where they actually converged, there are more kind of people waiting there as well, from what we managed to also get. For example, this one. Poor quality of that video. Here is another one. Then there's also the moment when Obi himself arrived at the entrance of that venue, that mini township stadium they used in Jos. This was also captured, just for your view. And then they got in. So from inside, they got this.
Maybe it's invasion.
It's about the moment that people will be so kind of infatuated into all that is going on that, you know, you call it distraction. People call it distraction, and I agree. I agree. But from me, I'm going to say it is a disruption. A disruption, right? That if you look at it from this angle, if you call it a distraction, right? And then you look at it from the disruptive angle, if the system that we know, the same one, finally feels, threatened, right? The uprising that you are witnessing today that Obi is kind of benefiting from, it's called the Achilles heel. Now, if you never believed before that this Nigeria you are seeing now, you will see it no more. If something doesn't give, the entire place will go up in smoke. Now, if you see Obi now, what the people are doing through Obi now is that they are letting the establishment themselves know that, with the way it is going, we know what you can do. We know what you are what you usually do. But if at the end of the day, they had a slight chance to box them into enough corner where they will begin to make enough mistakes, now you can be rest assured that you don't need megaphone anymore to assemble the people who are already enraged, angry, and they are already looking for where to let them out. And this is it. That's why every time on this program, you will be following the development from everywhere as things become charged, so that we will all witness the next episode of it. They got inside before they started showing people in. So when you look at the image, when I see image like that, I kind of look into the context. How did that kind of gathering come to be? What are the ingredients that contributed to that gathering? And what could have been the main motivation for such gathering? You can easily tell. The motivation is coming from those who are somehow tired of the same system that pushed you, that pushed me, that pushed everyone to demand for something far, far greater or better than this. It is the same Nigeria. Now, that's the context. That's the picture you see there, right? Now, if at the end of the day, as usual, like I said, they muzzle them as you probably would expect. I am telling you now, free of charge. You would not need any ingredients to burn down Nigeria. That would be done by the politicians, the establishment. There was actually a pastor there. In fact, listen to him, and he's a regular. You know him.
What are we here for? Now listen. Some people have made sacrifice with your blood, the blood of your relations. They have stolen your resources, but now we are saying we are taking back our inheritance. We are taking back our inheritance. Now listen. How many of you are ready to stay under the sun to recover your place? Okay, let me ask you. People have asked me this question. Why, as a preacher, what should I be doing on the campaign ground? What should I be doing on the campaign ground? Well, listen, I am here because the gospel of light must dispel darkness. So, we want freedom, and I want you to shout it. Freedom! Now listen, I want you to make sure this week you go and get your PVC. Get your PVC. Is that right? Get your PVC. That is land in INEC offices. Lastly, the middle belt and the northern Nigeria is going to stand with Mr. Peter Obi. So, I want you to make up your mind that you will not sell your conscience. Is that right? Is that right? Now let me welcome the president of the Middle Belt Forum, Dr. Babu, as he brings Mr. Peter Obi. This is the Middle Belt.
So did you get what I said earlier about what made many people? There are those who are like, Biafran supporters, right? But somehow, they will back Obi. Those who are backing Obi, I'm talking now. They will back Obi because that is their own way of paying back to what the system has done. The deprivation, the marginalization, and their own fair share in the brutalization that Nigeria represents, right? There are young people who are graduates, lost their jobs. Some of them who are currently still in school, can't go to school, right? And those who are like the victims of the system brutality, police brutality, the injustice here and there. They are not members of any political party, as you know, right? Many of them are not members of Labour or anything, right? They are speaking through, they are professing their rage and anger, according to them, through Obi, in order to punish the system that made their lives hell. No be so. There was actually a woman also somewhere around where that was caught on tape. I don't know if you can hear They said she's praying for Peter Obi. There are people whose families have been kidnapped and killed by terrorists. There are those whose life, savings, businesses, jobs, everything have been taken away by this corrupted system as well. There are farmers who can no longer farm because if they dare, they will pay with their lives. And so many other communities and villages, especially in the middle belt of Nigeria, the people who have been taking the bullets for the people of southern Nigeria, all of us from southwest, southeast, and all that, the people of the middle belt, for years now, they have been burying their own loved ones because they have been the ones who have been kind of holding back the terrorists from probably invading the southern Nigeria, before now. They could have done that long time ago. So the rage, the anger against the system, everyone is looking for where, like the answers, right? They are looking for where to show it and show it so real. And that is what I'm saying in the whole thing. Oh, sure, you get me now. Don't misacknowledge it. Don't try to not to acknowledge it. Oh, it is happening. And as you call it, a distraction that has managed to attract the people for years who have stood their ground that, no, not this system. They will never bow for it. No, we will never bow for these criminals. And people have paid with their lives, paid with everything they know and all that, right? And today, just like when the answers happened, so many of them are now feeling like they could punish the system. Now, maybe this time around, like me, I am thinking, this time around, when the system comes crushing on them. Now, I believe you can now kind of have a little bit of confidence that it is not going to be a business as usual anymore. Would you agree with that? The church, the Christians, the Muslims, and so many other groups as well, who have been affected one way or the other by this rotten system, they believe they can defeat the system through Obi movement. You believe they can't. Yeah? You know what I believe, right? Whether they can or they can't, right? What will eventually happen now is that when the system kind of try to stop them, because they can is what they believe in, right? So eventually, if they should make that kind of a threat a reality and the system come crushing. Now, what I then believe is that they will not go away easily, and you can take that to the bank, in my own opinion. However, that's that in Jos for the Obidients. Let's go back to Abuja, because, I mean, the only person who officially launched his own presidential campaign today, and he managed to tell you his own plan, is Atiku. Don't ask me how they did their mobilization, okay? But I'm just going to tell you that even back in the East, after Atiku's visit, maybe not before or after, yeah? I don't know if you have seen this. The Eastern Nigeria, who said that anybody who failed to support, any Igbo man or woman who failed to support Atiku is a saboteur. Now, a saboteur in Igbo land is a very, very grievous allegation because of what is attached to it. It's like you betraying your people. Do you get that now? So, in Eastern Nigeria, the political class that are known as the Efulefus, as my Igbo brothers and sisters will call them, right? The Efulefus, political leaders of Igbo land, yeah, they have been called the Efulefus for so many times, and saboteurs. But it's so strange that the same political leaders, yeah, Ihedioha and the rest of them, Anyim and all that. So especially Ihedioha, the disgraced former governor of Imo State, he said that any Igbo man, or any Igbo for that matter, that failed to support Atiku is a saboteur to Igbo progress, because through Atiku comes the Igbo presidency. Now, let me tell you something about Igbo presidency. I mean, I'm not an old man, but I have been hearing about Igbo presidency now, at least for the past 14 years. No, we just cut and short. 14, 15 years. Oh, Igbo presidency. So people have now figured out that in Eastern Nigeria, yeah, the politicians there, they are not interested in any Igbo president. Forget. It is actually like a every 4-4-year ritual. They use that to negotiate for whatever they can get from Nigeria. And this kind of, saddens the mind of those who have supported the PDP in Eastern Nigeria for years. Now, those ones too, they want to take their own pound of flesh on PDP through Obi. Anyway, before they all assembled in Abuja today, from Enugu yesterday, it be like, say, I don't know what caused the fight. So they're saying a faction, no faction, but PDP leaders, Eastern leaders, yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, and they will.
Jesus' name we pray. Thank you very much. Please, may we take our seats. We are conscious of the fact that we don't have time enough. Thank you.
Your Excellency, distinguished invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, PDP! To take this event further is Mrs. Chinwe, Director of Media and Publicity, National Protocol.
Thank you.
The acting national chairman of our great party is here. He's being a political activist, governorship candidate 2019 Yoruba State. His Excellency Ambassador Umar Iliadamado, the presidential candidate of our party, who by the grace of God will be the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces, May 29, 2023. His Excellency Atiku Grand Commander of the Order of Nigeria. Vice presidential candidate. Come on. What is your problem? Legislator of Records, the Human Rights Activist Award, Senator Samuel Lyon, one of the great stars of the South. The National Vice Chairman of the Southeast Board, the Chief Host of this event, Chief Dr. Ali Agbados. His Excellency, Chief Dr. They are all in the campaign council. Senator Saraki is an envoy in the campaign. Senator is a special advisor in the campaign. We have several sitting National Assembly members here, former governors, former ministers, everyone from national, elected from the Southeast. They have the full complement of the national leadership of our great party here in the Southeast consultative meeting holding here today. For want of time, I would like to hand over to the MCs to begin to run the rights of the agenda. Good afternoon and welcome to this meeting. PDP! Power to the people!
Slap arm. Oya rough arm. Do and throw into water. That was, I mean, I actually thought it was before Atiku. I didn't know it was actually like Atiku was there. Everybody did there. That was waiting up for Enugu yesterday. Okay. But in Abuja today, I mean, some people said it was because of the Atiku money. Some faction collected the money from Ebonyi states. Okay, let me tell you what happened. The reason why they are beating themselves, yeah? The 5 states from Eastern Nigeria, they are those who hosted Atiku yesterday and Okowa. Okay? So when they got there, mobilization money, they said the Ebonyi, the 5 states, Enugu, Abia, Imo, Ebonyi, and then one more. What's the other? Anambra. But you see that of Ebonyi, they have two factions of PDP there since Umahi abandoned them and joined APC, right? So these two factions, when Atiku money for mobilization landed, they give them, state by state to mobilize everywhere, come Enugu. The money for Ebonyi, now one faction collect them. But the second faction, when no collect money, they still show up. That they are the real one. Now you be the real one. Now we be the real one. Now you go collect campaign money. Now we suppose, in order fight, they carry and come venue. So they say, wait, they go pay, wait, don't worry. We'll give you your own money. We'll give you money to go back. We came here. We came here with almost 6 buses from Ebonyi. And we no pay them. We told them that when we get here, we will pay them. And now these people collected the money. They are not the real PDP. Now the fight, seriously, that was what happened. Say, wait, Oga. See. Excellencies up there. Wait, how much? How much is the transport? We'll pay you. Sit down. So eventually they settled. And somehow, they are mobilized to Abuja today. And in Abuja, they met the official presidential court jester, Dino Melaye. He was there to welcome them and introduce Atiku to the crowd. Ladies and gentlemen, from Abuja today, Dino Melaye.
To hear from the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces come May 29, 2023. But before we do that, we'll have a rousing, and I welcome Senator Dino Melaye to take this very bit. Nigeria, say Atiku. Nigeria, Nani Atiku. Nigeria, Atiku Niko. Nigeria, only Atiku we know. Senator Dino Melaye.
PDP! I want them to hear in the villa. PDP! If you love Atiku, clap your hands. If you vote Atiku, clap your hands. If you vote Okowa, Ninme oh. If you vote Okowa, clap your hands. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the moment. The little boy from Jada, who moved around barefooted, single child of his mother, rose from a child to become a custom officer, became a governor, and today, Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the most experienced of all of them. Ladies and gentlemen, if you agree with me, you will jam your hands together for the man who can sign, he can sign 10 papers in 1 minute. We are happy in PDP that we don't have a presidential aspirant that will take 10 minutes to sign 1 document. Atiku will sign 10 documents in 1 minute. Please clap for Atiku. Do you know Atiku Okowa on their way to Villa? I know Atiku Okowa on their way to. Do you know Atiku Okowa on their way to Villa? I know Atiku Okowa. You know, say Okowa na gentleman. You know, like make I talk some things. But do you know Tinubu on his way to Iraq PG? I know Tinubu on his way to Iraq PG. Ladies and gentlemen, because of time, we're not going to waste our time. We have all the 6 geopolitical zones here represented today. If I call your zone and you know that you have resolved for Atiku Okowa, just stand up and shout Atiku Okowa. So we are going to start Northwest, Northwest, North Central. I bet that's my zone. North Central, Correct. Northeast. Endorsed. Southeast. Yes. South, south. South, south. Southwest. Southwest. With this, it shows that the 6 zones of this country have endorsed Atiku Okowa as President and Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. For want of time, we will waste no time. I want to invite to the microphone one single Nigerian with multiple competencies, a man indoctrinated with the art of civil administration and the rudiment of politics, Atiku Abubakar, the pacifier, the amplifier, and the unifier. Atiku! Atiku!
Why is he always screaming, by the way? I mean, that is their typical campaign. Wait for their campaign. Oh, you go see video, you go see clips, you go see jibes, you go see utterances, vile statements, because that is what they use to rile their different bases. That is their election. So don't pretend that you don't know. You've been laughing. All of you are laughing there. If you have Atiku, Okowa, Tinubu, and all that stuff. He's a unifier, pacifier. He walked with barefooted. He had no money. He was everywhere. He became rich. And look at him, he's like, Atiku, make my Peking be like Atiku. Do you get that now? That's it. Atiku will not let you go hungry. Atiku will make sure that your children, they are able to eat. Because it's all about, they know they created you in that position in a way. Well, I don't want to be like Maiyegun. We know say you know like them, but at least no they talk like that. Maybe we hear from Atiku himself. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have time, listen to Atiku. What do you have? He's the only person who have spoken. Let's give that to him. He's the only person, even if not right and right arm. He's the only person who have said, this is what I'm going to do. Tifnumbu, when they say Tifnumbu, what do you go do? The last time they asked Tifnumbu, see, Baba, you sure say you know too old like this. Waiting you, I mean, like somebody young, you know, like he said, no. He
said, guys, I'm begging you to tolerate and make peace part of your master plan. You be there and let time follow you. I will a youth, and I will
Maiyegun, it's not good to be mocking people who have sickness. So you know he's sick, Abi? You know he's sick and you want to make a sick man to be your president. So you know be say you the mad that so. I'm just asking you. So you agree he's sick. Anyway, Atif could tell us waiting there right inside the paper you they hold. Let him if you have time or listen, or it's like it's a bit stretch, yeah. Just listen with open mind as in if you get one.
Senators, distinguished members or honorable members of the House of Representatives, both current and former, our candidates. Can we have some silence this way, please? Can we have some silence this way, please? We have been sitting here to witness 2 events. One was the book presentation. I have always tried to shy away from public presentation on books, either on me or that I have helped to write. But I couldn't escape this one. And this is simply because my former governor, Governor Boni Haruna, got involved. And he has a way of influencing me in one way or the other. So I couldn't escape today's event. I want to thank the committee members for the work they have done, but I am not a believer of public presentation on books. But in the course of his speech, Boni tried to go personal in our relationship. I have no alternative other than also to go a bit personal or private in our relationship. When Boni became the governor, I'm still not happy with the left of this.
It would have to save us all of that, okay? The usual blah, 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 jargons, okay? I mean, some things from waiting there, writing said the book, we're in the open. I want to hear that. Sorry about that, okay? That's what we want to hear, isn't it?
To start with, the current government has failed at the very essence of what makes a government, the security of lives and property of its citizens. Our security challenges are legion, and I do not need to rehash them here. Everybody has testified to that. Our economy is in shambles. Growth has stagnated, and our people are facing massive existential challenges daily and can barely make ends meet. Our nation is in disarray. The fabric of unity that binds our country is today being torn apart by mutual distrust, ethnic and sectarian strife, and we are now more disunited than we have ever been in our history, including even when we fought a civil war. Our educational system is comatose. Nothing more underscores this than the twin embarrassing facts of the number of children that are currently out of school, 20 million according to UNESCO, and the length of time that university students have been kept out of their classrooms this year as a result of the ASU strike. Our system of government is broken. Our current system is unfair, unwieldy, towards favoring the federal government at the expense of the other federating units, and has in itself become a willing tool for underdevelopment and corruption. This kind of system of government is no longer suited to the challenges of a 21st century economy that works for everyone and that is needed to bring development closer to our people. But all hope is not lost. We have a plan to address these issues and to arrest the drift of our nation. These plans have been laid out in my policy proposals titled My Covenant with Nigerians. Our plans for Nigeria and Nigerians are as follows: to restore Nigeria's unity through equity, social justice, mutual collaboration, and consensus among our diverse peoples. 2, to build a strong and effective democratic government where the safety and security of our people and their property is our primary and singularly most important responsibility. 3, to establish a strong, resilient, inclusive, and prosperous economy that generates opportunity, jobs, and wealth, rebuilds a vibrant middle class, and leaves millions of our poor out of poverty. To encourage the adoption of a true federal system where all the federating units are equal and has a fair and representative federal government that secures our borders, defends our people, and ensures national unity, while allowing the federating units to develop and grow in line with priorities which they have set on their own. to redevelop, invest, and strengthen our educational system in order to provide its recipients with the education and skills needed to compete in the new global order driven by innovation, science, and technology, as well as to live healthy, productive, and meaningful lives. To undertake these tasks, the members of our great party, the PDP, have graciously granted me the ticket to lead the party in next year's presidential elections, with the singular mandate to come and lead the efforts to cure these ills. So, what is our task that we are gathered here today to undertake? It is beyond merely coming together to inaugurate Presidential Campaign Council. No. Our task today is to come together to rescue and rebuild our beloved country, Nigeria. That is the end goal. It is existential to us as a nation, and it is a task that history beckons upon us all to grasp with both hands and undertake with vigor and zeal. But to rescue and rebuild our country, we must first take over the mantle of leadership from the party that has driven us into this mess. To do this, we must all be united in purpose and come together to fight and win all the elections slated next year. Every single person who loves this country, as I do, and I swear, is needed for the arduous task that faces us ahead as a nation, and this includes every member of our great party, the PDP. It is my fervent hope and prayer that every man and woman of goodwill will join hands with us to help rescue, rebuild, and reposition our beloved country, Nigeria. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and the distinguished members of our Presidential Council, it is in the light of all I have said about that I want you to view today's inauguration. The tasks ahead may appear daunting. They may seem a load too heavy to bear. But for the sake of our country, and for the sake of our children, and for the sake of generations yet unborn, we must not, even for 1 minute, shirk in the responsibilities that we have been entrusted with to come together to rebuild this beloved country.
Boring, boring, boring. They wrote it down for him. There's nothing there to hear, but I just want it on record. Like somebody said, Maiyegun, you need to touch everybody. But now only few I get info on, I'll say. And the few I have the info on, I've shared, okay? But maybe that one is boring. It's now tiring. He's been contesting to be president of Nigeria since 1993. But the speech he made 8 years ago or 7 years ago, or nearly 8 years, so to say, that one is not so boring. That one is annoying and embarrassing. If to say Atiku get shame, but you can't shame the shameless.
APC change. God bless you all. God bless you all. Thank you. We will change Jonathan, don't worry. Seize the man who is going to change Jonathan here. The chairman of our great party, a party that is set to make history in our country. Last night, when I stood here,
I said, history is going to be made at this venue. I said, this convention is going to also make history in our political evolution. I also said, this party is going to renew our democracy in this country. And since last night, you have witnessed what I describe as the most credible, transparent, elections to be ever conducted by any political party in this country. I am coming. I am coming.
I am coming. Ah, man, may God, make I pray for you that, because that's kind of prayer I prayed for myself. Like, may God never make me find myself in the bracket of the mumus that they always have to lie to, and they believe them. The reason why it was like that 8 years ago was because the power must go back to northern Nigeria, or else Nigeria go burn. And the message they sold to the Igbos in 2015 was that, hey, guys, calm down. Igbos will be president after Buhari. That was the deal. Remember? So, I'll show you. Hang on. They said, Igbos presidency only possible after Buhari's 8 years. You know the kind of people who make that statement, of course, is an Igbo man. APC shifting. So this was 2015. The Bobo. That didn't sell, still Igbo didn't follow them. You know the story, Abi. So the new one they are now selling after Atiku's adventure that brought about what you are living today. Whatever you are witnessing today in Nigeria, just give thanks to Atiku as well. Now they are now reselling it again after Buhari. Very easy. 2023, Igbos will be president after me. Atiku reveals ties with Southeast. So you see, now the Mugu, this guy just a smile, say, oh boy, everything no plumb. Abiba, Agbado master, Adon Agbado. You know what they call Adon Agbado and the rest, right? Anyway, that is just that. They can continue to deceive you, lie to you, and you can continue to believe them. But again, you should always remember the consequences of your choices, okay? Let me show you something. Do you know that in the last, in this first half of 2022, that you are still here, even though Nigeria, they wire you. But you are still struggling it, Abi? Some people are not lucky. They have been cut short and killed, not by other sicknesses or accidents, or I don't know, but they are killed by terrorists in Nigeria. And it's no longer about a certain part of the country. We are all getting the breakfast served, so that if the fact that you are still alive, my brothers and sisters, these are those who are not lucky like you, and that's Nigeria. The criminals who brought this upon you, they are more kind of working still on it. Tracked death. And this may, pretty much not be the actual figure. So you can multiply this figure by maybe like 3 or 4 to get the real figure, okay? They said these are the ones they have tracked. In 2022, ladies and gentlemen, in northwest of Nigeria, the terrorists have killed, documented 1,671 people. In the northeast of Nigeria, Borno and Co., they have killed over 1,196 people just in 6 months. In the middle belt, the north central, the people who are assembled in Jos, they they have, I mean, in this year alone, look at those who have died. And look at us, so all of us from the other parts, nobody is safe. In the hand of a terrorist, oh, this is not accident or anything. Oh. This is not like a death, like normal death. Oh. These are people killed by terrorists. 226 in southeast of Nigeria. South of Nigeria, they have over 238. And you see us there, southwest, Aha. Anyway, I just thought I should show you that. None of your politicians are so far so good. Will actually be able to sit down, clearly, honestly, explain to you of how they are going to get you out of this. But with the likes of Dino, Festus Otobokeyamo, I mean, they are going to take you on a long, clownish circus ride, because many of you are prepared for that, whatever that means in the true sense of it anyway. Do you get that now? So, I just thought I should show you that in a way. And somehow, the way they are trying to switch the gear, okay? So once Boko Haram is done, then Kolu will take over and your lives, So just join the army. Do you get that now? Join the army. If you want to survive in what is coming. I remember when I told people, as they said, when we were talking about change, and I said change is change, right? And then they say, oh, now we are now going into next level, which is part 2 or next, as you in your life, if you have ever played video games in your life, have you ever seen any easy next level in a game in your life? Have you ever seen one? Me, I haven't too. If you survive the first level, you promote to second. They don't kill you for first. When you get to second, Baba, it could just be like times 10 of the first, Abby. Now, some of you who survive, who are like here now shouting Emiloko and the rest of that, okay? And those of you who are not even shouting it, shouting one Nigeria. Now, once they finish you, those of you who don't survive this so far, once they finish you and they hand over the baton to Kolu, Baba, then you could come be like a Pro Max. And Pro Max is called Advance. My brothers and sisters, choose your poison wisely, okay? Last, I know how it feels, especially for those who knows where this is going to end. Comparing the Obi movement and what is going on, okay? I feel same too, because the truth of the matter is that they have managed to use the momentum, the rage, the anger, and every other thing we know, right? They have managed to bottle everything all together, box them together, and Obi is inheriting that. So that is something that no matter how much we feel about it, it is happening, okay? Your brothers, your sisters, who knows where Nigeria is going, who knows what Nigeria has done them, they are also, in a way, looking for ways to take back their pound of flesh. So we acknowledge that they're happening. So instead of you to feel completely kind of angry or so, in my own book, I want you to see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that when the young and the old in Yoruba land demanded that we should have a conversation whereby the Yorubas can have our own independent region, those within who are Yorubas are those they mobilized against their fellow Yorubas to ensure that that is not going to happen. We are witnessing it. No be Igbos say we know the Igbos are not the ones who are going to stop Yorubas from having Yoruba nation. The Hausa Fulanis are not the ones who are going to stop Yorubas from having Yoruba nation. The Yorubas are those who are stopping Yorubas from having, and you know why? Look around you, okay? You know what it is today. Now, the same thing for the Biafrans. It is not the Yorubas that are stopping Biafrans from having Biafra. It is not the Hausa Fulani, as much as you might want to think. They are not the ones stopping Biafra. When you look inward very, very well, you will see the real people against the emergence of that Biafra. Now, in this case, in their agreed coven, right? If you dare make a move for the breakup of Nigeria, right? You are declared an enemy, and if you have to be killed, you will be killed. Now, they have been doing it, and they believe that, and they will tell you confidently, that Nigeria is never going to break. All of you are wasting your time. Meanwhile, they are doing everything that's going to tilt them into final breakup. Now, The Biafrans, they thought they clamped on them, Abi. The Oduduwas, they thought they clamped on them. The Middle Belters, they thought they clamped on them, Abi. Now, most of, and then the answers, those one who even wanted Nigeria, but not this Nigeria, right? They thought they clamped on them, Abi. Now, all these people who have now grouped themselves and come together, trying to take back their pound of flesh on that system. Now, I'm not saying the system will not have its way if they want to, right? The bigger picture here is this. Not be everybody where they shout Obi, 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 right? Are shouting it because they actually love Nigeria to be what to still be this one bogus, fraudulent Nigeria. Some of them sees it as a means to an end, not an end in itself. Do you get that? So if you see all these numbers, all these people you are seeing around. Now, if eventually, whether na Agbado might you, whether na the Mekano might you, you can be rest assured in this Nigeria that is so charged now, the agitation for the breakup of Nigeria is not ending anytime soon. You know why? The system that knows the anger that brought about this whole thing, they will double down. And if they double down, they will think it is still, maybe they are dealing with the IPOB, or they are dealing with the Yoruba nation, or they are dealing with the resistant Christians in northern Nigeria and the rest of that they have managed to clamp down on. Or maybe they are dealing with the Shiites. At the end of the day, the response from that clamp down will be what you, in your lifetime, probably haven't witnessed before. You see that explosion, the eruption, the disruption that is going to follow, the open, usual clamp down that some of you probably are envisaging. That's what I'm telling you now. Look at that bigger picture. Because as it is right now, there seems to be little anyone can really do to slow them down. And I'm being so honest and sincere here, because the aftermath of the whole thing is that let Nigeria them. You know what I mean? And then let's see, what is it going to be like? They will just walk away, crawl away, accept their fate, and the rest of that, I bet it. That's exactly how the power or the establishment feels. So look at that bigger picture. Now, meanwhile, there's this clip which I'm going to use before I start taking calls, if time still permits us tonight. Somebody sent that in, and it's quite funny in a way, but I just hope I won't get penalized for this, because I'm so careful about anything that is audio and other stuff from out there. But there's also a part that I think I should touch as well, okay? Atiku was talking something about, decentralized government, where the federating unit will have a devolved power, and then the issue of restructuring state police and every other thing that has sort of pitted different federating units in Nigeria against one another, that his own government is going to, but they wrote it down. After reading the mood of everybody, they wrote them down, copy and paste. It's just like Bukwari would they wrote everything down for, and they did the opposite. But however, one of the bone of contention, something that normally people should take to heart if they are participating in this whole thing, is that the Yorubas are not allowed to protect ourselves, even where you have elected officials who have the sovereignty and the authority of the people are being stopped from providing security for their own people who are being slaughtered. You saw the picture I showed you earlier, right? We have had our own fair share. So recently, Akeredolu raised the alarm that why is it so hard that we have seen the complicity of the Nigerian system, that has been compromised. I mean, we can't continue like this. He said he was even asking them that Nigeria should indeed go back to pre-independence agreement, 1963 Republican Constitution, something that allowed the Yorubas to continue, control our own affairs, in charge of our own stuff. Same thing with the people of Eastern Nigeria. Same thing Maiyegun has been asking for. Same thing many people on this platform have been saying that. Except you go back to that, you are deceiving yourselves. So Akeredolu went further to say, well, they've told him, by the way, they told him, no, you can't buy any AK-47 gun. No, dare not. Don't try it. So. But people, governor of Zamfara bought over 1,000 AK-47 that he shared freely to people, to the people of Zamfara to defend themselves. How come we can't? I mean, we saw a video where in Katsina State, where Boko Haram comes from, where they are sharing, the state governor sharing guns to people they call the state vigilante, like security. How can't we? Because it is Nigeria, okay? If you know who you are, my brothers and sisters, you will never in any way put so much energy into this one Nigeria. People who know the truth. Oh, Amotekun Day, but no, they don't get guns. So therefore, OPC can come to our aid sometimes, like what they did in Ikorodu when they arrested these guys. You know, remember that that picture? Let me see if I still have it. The picture of the arrested. Oh, I don't have it anymore. Okay, I have a clip. Okay, since police can't help us, DSS can't help us prevent crime. You know, we are just on our own in this Nigeria, and you are not so concerned, Abi. You are not. Well, let's say thanks to OPC, who managed at least to come to the aid of the people who raised the alarm. How come people will be hunters? They don't get any license that shows that they are hunters or they are vigilante. But the people saw them in a Ikorodu inside the bus with this ammunition, right? Thanks to OPC, but some said they shouldn't have let the police take them. Look at them.
Look up now.
Sorry.
No, I don't see anybody doing
Nothing, right? Nigeria. The police came in Lagos. They took them to Alausa or wherever is their headquarters. And then they came back later. They said, hey, what happened was that those people are not criminals. They were just, you know, hunters who were passing through Lagos, Ikorodu, and they were going to Katsina State. So they've released them and their weapons because they are not who do you think they are. They are not. The weapons just found the ammunitions just found themselves to Ikorodu, or found themselves in Ikorodu. That is Nigeria, as usual. So at the end of the day, we know that ISWAP came out and they said they are now in southwest Nigeria. The governor of Ondo State came out and said he's confirmed that they are now in southwest Nigeria, especially in Ondo State and Oyo State. Ladies and gentlemen, just today, I received a report that Igangan came under attack again from, according to the report, unknown gunmen. Really? They attacked Igangan, attacked the police station, killed people there, including some suspect in their prison there, or cell, holding cell. That is the news we received today. Igangan. So you can live in denial, you can be you can try to be politically correct about it. My prayer for you is that by the end of 2022, I will pray that you will never become the statistics like this across Nigeria. Like I told you earlier, the people who didn't make it this far in 2022, because here or there, they got cut down by the terrorists in Nigeria, who are actually like untouchable. I just thought I should say something on that anyway. So thank you for spending your evening with me again. I think I should take a few calls just for the culture, right? So if you think you want to be part of this conversation and you want to call in, right? What you have to do is check your screen. You'll see that number there. It is a WhatsApp call only. Don't try it directly, okay? You're never going to get through, or somebody else is going to pick it. So make sure when you call it, you are calling through the WhatsApp. I'm going to go make another tea. When I get back, I'll come and listen to another chat for the night. I'll be back. Sorry, I have a caller. Sorry. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. My name is Big Sam. I'm a first-time caller.
Oh, you are a first-time caller. What did you say your name is?
Big Sam.
Big Sam. Baba, how are you, sir?
Yeah. I'm fine.
Now you are
I've been trying for you. I've been trying you for a long time. See? But I'm lucky I got it today.
I am lucky to have you too. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay, good.
Nice.
I just want to say a big thank you to you.
Thank you
for exposing all these Nigerian politicians. I'm calling from London, in short. I'm calling from London.
Big Sam. I won't forget that. Go on.
Yeah. Ojúmọ̀ gbogbo wọn. What I that's the government professor ni pé gbogbo bí ẹ máa wo program èèyàn kan ló introduce me to programming like 4-5 years ago.
Right.
Mo ní lóyìí bí ọmọdé follow yín ti pẹ́. But I always just drop a comment. But, okay, I got to drop a comment.
You know what? I'm going to try again. Maybe I'll get through, Baba. Nice one.
But you know what happened now? I was watching your program now.
Yeah.
You said, let me just receive some call. If you can check the stream, it's for WhatsApp only. But I have it on my WhatsApp before that. I always try you. Immediately I just click to my WhatsApp. Who was lucky, God. I'm so happy for you.
Thanks,
Obama was telling you, Ojo ni chi you. Jerry gbogbo thank you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy
thanks
for
so
you.
Much, and thanks for the support, Baba. For all the time. I mean, thank you.
Ojo ni chi. Ojo ni chi you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm contribute so but I'm trying to contribute something. I want to contribute a lot as well.
God will now
contribute for me.
God will bless you to do
that. Message me. Maybe not contribute to God. I want to contribute something. The message me should contribute.
No wahala.
Should contribute.
No wahala.
I want to contribute some change as well because you are really trying. You are an amazing man.
Thanks, man.
You are an amazing man.
Thanks, Baba. You have a good
I'm really you are really trying.
Big Sam.
I need to about me.
Yeah. I like that. You see, I kind of, yesterday I was talking about how lucky I have been and then how grateful I am as well. And we should all of us should just be grateful for this technology that connected all of us this much. And I see it as a community and I continue to see it as one. And I appreciate everyone all the time. You know, I'm not always that kind of good all the time as well. But you kind of love Maiyegun still unconditionally. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Hello there. Baba Adeo, blow up.
Scott ló sọ̀rọ̀ láti Calgary.
Hey, again, mi ò gbọ́ orúkọ yẹn dáadáa, mo gbọ́ Calgary o.
Scott láti Calgary.
How are you, Baba?
Baba, ẹ ṣé gan, God bless you gan for everything.
Amen.
Gbogbo effort ni lágbára Ọlọ́run and and gbogbo diary, everything going on record,
Yes.
Àwọn generation start sí bí gan, wọ́n máa rí gbogbo.
Posterity will judge all of us. Because it will be like, what did you do? Kí ni wọ́n náà ṣe ń gbogbo gbà yẹn? Ṣé kàn play along náà ni? Because you just never know what you will do that is going to change it. But just do something. Like you said, posterity.
Yeah.
Judge gbogbo wa. Yeah.
As you can see, in London, in Canada, in the US, so I see flyers of people still celebrating Independence Day. So many people are organizing.
I saw a guy.
Nigerian
I saw a guy who actually drawn a Nigerian flag as a tattoo. Baba, Omo. See, that guy is not is a Nigerian, I believe, right? But one of those two are BC Nigerian, but Yankee or so, right? Is an artist. So, Baba, you need to go under that under that tweet, Baba, and see Nigerians talking there. I want you go know say this one here. And the people where they no born here, they're always kind of proud of Nigeria from elsewhere because they have no idea. I mean, some people are going there and saying that China so una hate this Nigeria all of una. They just don't want anybody to pretend about Nigeria, and that's the reality. It is.
Benny, no, I mean we are not pretending. The truth. Allah is so bushiri. Allah is in America. I love Nigeria in America. And you are celebrating independence. Independence we will celebrate.
Yeah. Batani shewu. Tani o come love Nigeria from abroad. You want to watch Nigeria to your color abroad to your photo to fine. Green, white, green, pẹ̀lú family one. Don't everything. Ṣé kò wù wọ́n náà. Bó ti ẹ lọ abroad kí wọ́n náà lè ṣerú ẹ̀ níbi tó wà ń bẹ̀ yẹn. Capacity láti live like that níbi tó wà yẹn. Kò wá wà proud enough kí wọ́n náà sọ gbogbo ilé ẹ̀ di green, white, green. But irony. Loving Nigeria from abroad. They have no idea.
I love Nigeria. I celebrate independence in America, in Washington, in Chicago, in UK, in Europe. I celebrate independence. Independence is I celebrate. Proud of Kenny. All people are still giddy government. Thank you for everything. God bless you.
Scott Baba, thank you for your time as well. That's a Scott from Calgary, Canada. So if I will pronounce that normally, I just pronounce it the way it is written, Calgary. But when you have been living there, it's easier to just say, well, no. We call it Calgary. Then when you meet the people of Toronto, all of us where they say, they pronounce them as they are written. Say Toronto. Others will tell you, no, it's Toronto. I'm not even sure if I'm right. But anyway, I have another person on the line. Hello there. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir. Reporting live. How are you?
Kolawole calling from Liverpool.
Kolawole from Liverpool. Nice one. Now you are live, Baba. Everybody can hear you.
I am the first-time caller. You know me?
Oh, I need to grab this. It's like I'm so lucky tonight, Baba. Many first-time callers.
I am the happiest man.
Tell me about it. Oh, yeah.
Maiyegun General.
Tell them. Thank you.
Inú mi dùn láti connect lónìí. Bó ṣe sọ fáwọn ìyàwó nǹkan lóhùn. Ọjọ́ kan
I will get through, Shani. I love that.
I am very, very happy. Maiyegun General.
Abo.
Nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ lónìí lórí crucial kan.
Oh yeah, Jesus, Baba Jagbo.
Purpose here. Only on the first, Kawo aṣọ green, white, green. Come on, body Chester.
Come on, body Boniel. Chester, Bibo.
Come on, body Chester. Kawa independent.
Oh, what's that invitation saying? You must be so. You must be so connected. Colleague. Okay.
Come up, Kawa do.
Kawa do fun pe almost 62 years.
Kawa do the people quarry so what day. So what I do? Kawa do nuwa. Àwọn ọmọ Tinubu kún group wọn á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ̀rọ̀. Tinubu ló lè ṣe kí ni Tinubu fẹ́ ṣe fún yàrá bí? Kí ni Kọ́lú fẹ́ ṣe fún
ká sọ tó
General.
ká tẹ̀ kan wà honest ó ti yé sìn ọmọ Yorùbá ni wá ká gbàgbé any other thing ó ti yé sìn ṣé normal ẹni tí ó wà healthy for public service ṣé ó normal fẹ́ni tí ara tiẹ̀ yá kó máa push irú ẹni bẹ́ẹ̀ láti you know what I mean but choice ni o baba because mi ò rí wọn ó difficult gan láti start it's so hard to sell but one force anyway a kàn bú ìyá ẹ̀ bú bàbá ẹni tó bá ti gbà sí wọn lẹ́nu.
Ada group yẹn rú ni o àwọn èèyàn wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sọ pé kí ló kí ìgbọ̀n náà nínú oko ẹrú iná kí ìgbọ̀n náà.
Suffer no dey tire you.
Suffer no dey tire you. Kí ló dé ṣógun láyé ni.
Bàbá bá mi bí wọn ṣógun láyé yìí ni tó gún yọ̀dà tó yọ̀bẹ ṣógun láyé ni ìgbà olè dágbó fẹ́ gbádùn kéèyàn tó kú ọdún mélòó kan la fẹ́ lò láyé yìí tá à ń wọ ẹ̀wù irin kí ló dé ṣógun láyé ni.
Ó yé mi o general ó yé mi o ṣe rí iṣẹ́ náà ṣe yìí lágbára Ọlọ́run lágbára Elédùà gbogbo ohun tó ti fi ń dá yín kò ní bàjẹ́ general.
àṣẹ o.
Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ẹ bá dáwọ́ yín lé lórí yóò yọrí sí rere.
àṣẹ o. Ìkọ́lé.
I want to contribute.
Thank you.
I want to contribute. I want to bless you. Inú mi dùn gan.
Inú tèmi gan dùn. Mo wòye máa ń rí ni. Wọ́n ní ẹ̀bọ tó bá sọ ọ́ ni pé sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ bá ríra ẹni sọ̀rọ̀sọ̀rọ̀ ní ó dáa kò lè chemistry lòyìnbó máa ń pè é on this platform there is that thing here kò lè bó jẹ́ first time bó jẹ́ 100 times it is the same chemistry and I'm so grateful for what we achieve here baba no joke o I appreciate.
Iṣẹ́ takuntakun lè ń ṣe o.
Thank you.
In fact àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ mi l'Amẹ́ríkà ní títí kan Australia náà tí wọ́n ń pè ní Maiyegun.
Mọ̀ ẹ́ tó fọ́nì jù ọ̀rẹ́ mọ̀ ẹ́ tó ṣe kìíní jù táwọn èèyàn ti máa ń sọ fún mi o. Èèyàn kọ́kọ́ ọ̀rẹ́ yín tó bóyá pàdé tó wà ní bóyá bíi US. Akọ̀dédé forward Maiyegun sí ni pé Ìkọ́lé lọ lísì sí bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ó mọ bọ̀bọ̀ yìí. Then the next thing, you go come say, Maiyegun, èèyàn tiwa ni Maiyegun, àwa ti ń gbọ́ Maiyegun ti pé, they sọ fún mi. You know that kind of thing. People tell me that all the time. But I'm so grateful, no joke.
Ọ̀rẹ́ mi, àrò tó wà ní Australia, ló sọ fún mi pé, mo ti mọ̀ pa Maiyegun láti dọ̀ ẹ̀ tí mi ò sọ fún.
They sọ fún mi. Maiyegun tẹ̀ fẹ́ wá fi bùgá ẹ̀ pé ìwọ wà ní UK, Maiyegun UK ló wà. Will you go and watch this boy? Then you are like, kí ló ń worry Maiyegun tia.
General,
Baba, thank you.
Keep it up, sir.
I will.
Ẹjọ́ mo fẹ́ contribute account.
No wahala, máa fi account ẹ̀ sójú screen yẹn sìn. Baba, God bless you as you do. God bless you. Nice one, Ìkọ́lé. Sẹ́bà káwọn ará Liverpool o. Nice one, mami. Àṣírí. So now I have another person on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Yeah, I'm calling from Atlanta again. Just like the previous caller, I'm so glad to
Atlanta, Georgia. Baba, how are you? I am just here. Like they say, Baba, I'm gentle and I know they pass my boundary. Here you go.
Oh boy, you too much.
Thank you. How you be?
So, first thing first, I like your song. The treasure is definitely Keyamo. Yeah, Keyamo is a big treasure. And the terrorists are, of course, Fantami. That is by the way. So let's go back to the subject matter.
Could you come closer to the phone? Somehow your voice keeps going back and forth, like fluctuating. Somehow, I really want to hear everything you're saying. Yeah, Baba.
Okay, I'm so sorry.
Sometimes you might actually try to take it off the speaker, and if you are using an headset, you probably might try and take it off. Any of those, just try and change it from what it is right now to something else that we probably will, Baba. You want to try?
Okay, can you hear?
Oh,
can
this
you
is
hear me
better.
better
No,
now?
this is better.
Yeah.
Keep it this way, please.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Yeah, I had my AirPod on.
Oh,
I'm taking a walk.
Sometimes they can be, they call it silencing the outside noise. Eventually, they just silence everything altogether. So, Baba, we can hear you loud and clear now, please.
Yeah, that's the technology. So I will start with the one you call Atiku. I don't know. I don't want to call him name.
The Syria contester. They call him unifier. They call him pacifier. But I showed you a video earlier, Baba, where they won't beat themselves. They push themselves for Enugu Abi. You know, if you unify the party, you know, if you pacify your own people. Even when he started his speech in that broadcast I shared earlier, right? He had to say, hey, quiet, I won't talk, hey, quiet there, because that's who they are. I'll let you say what you also viewed or saw. Tell me your view. Oh, Babu, you there? Right.
And I don't know why Tinubu is not in Nigeria to start campaigning. Ready to come. Is it scared? Obedient movement said it when hiding. What is going on? But anyway, part of the reason I with it, that continue to ginger you as the same Nigeria to do the good work. Continue to remind things that what people to tell them. And you're doing a great job. I just called.
Thanks, man. Thanks so much. I would have loved this conversation to be extended, but somehow, even when you listen to this conversation yourself, you would tell that technology wasn't our friend tonight. Honestly, I wish it's more clearer, by the way. But thank you. I heard most of what you actually shared as well. We need to continue telling our people, what is it that the Eastern Nigeria actually benefited from our PDP enough to use that word to say. So, hello there.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. How far?
Ekale, sir.
Ekale, eku.
Mo get Maiyegun lálẹ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o.
Olúwa ṣeun.
Èmi gan dà pé mo ní work lálẹ́ yìí. A lot of people tó yẹ pé wọ́n ti ń try láti get on getting lálẹ́ yìí o. Báwo ni?
Láti Nàìjíríà láti ń pè o.
Mo ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Báwo ni, sir?
Mo dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run láti ọdún kẹta rèé. Tí mo ti ń tẹ̀lé Maiyegun.
And finally, àwa tí wá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí sí o, ọpẹ́ ni fọ́lọ́run.
Olúwa ṣeun. Bàbá, ṣẹ́rí nǹkan tẹ́ gbé dání lágbára Ọlọ́run kò ní bú yín lọ́wọ́.
Àṣẹ o.
Ẹ ti bẹ̀rẹ̀, ẹ dẹ̀ máa parí ẹ̀.
Àṣẹ.
Ṣẹ́rí ètò tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí, tí n bá gbà àwọn kankan, ó máa nítorí Maiyegun, wọ́n ti block mi. Facebook, wọ́n kàn tó Facebook o. Wọ́n ti block mi, wọ́n ti block Facebook bí ẹ̀mí pé mo kọ́ mi. So ó dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ nǹkan tó ń dùn mí bọ́ yẹn kọ́ ní issue nísìnyí. Ṣé rí ibi tí à ń lọ? Ọlọ́run ti mọ ibi tí à ń lọ. Kọ́lú ò lè gbé wa débi kankan rárá. Àwa táwa Nàìjíríà. Ṣé rí program táwọn kan bá sọ̀rọ̀ tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ báwa táwa Nàìjíríà, ó máa ń jẹ́ ọgbẹ́ ọkàn fún mi. Gbogbo akọ
wọ́n máa ń fẹ́ kó everybody papọ̀ níbi ìgbà tẹ́kọ̀ tẹ̀ sẹ́rí àwọn kan tó jẹ́ pé inú tàwọn náà ò dùn sí nǹkan tó ń lọ yìí. Mo gbádùn yín o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, wọ́n ní ọsàn ló ń kó gbóngbó bá yá ẹ̀.
Ọmọ ọsàn tó ń kó gbóngbó bá yá ẹ̀.
Ọmọ ọsàn ló ń kó gbóngbó bá yá ẹ̀. Táwọn ará tó wà lábúrò tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀, bẹ́ẹ̀ni kò ń dùn mí because mo mọ báwọn náà ṣe fi. In fact, àwọn tó wà lábúrò gan, wọ́n gbé Yorùbá nation ju àwa táwa Nàìjíríà lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mo gbà. Ọdún tó bá di December ọdún yìí ni mo ti tọ́ lọ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ilé tí mò ń gbé. Ṣàgámù ni mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ládùúgbò tí mo wà.
Kò sí transformers usual.
Kò yé wa o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o.
The usual old story yẹn náà.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn bàbá yìí dẹ̀ ń travel out wọ́n rí bọ́n ṣe ṣèlú wọn. Àánú Nàìjíríà ṣe mí. Èèyàn kan kíní kan ṣẹlẹ̀ lẹ́jọ́ mẹ́ta yìí. Torí ọ̀dọ̀ ti wa náà àwọn pípín náà wọ́n ti wà lọ́dọ̀ wa wọ́n wà lọ́dọ̀ wa báyìí wọ́n ti sọ̀rọ̀ àǹdí wa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwa náà ò sùn àwa náà ò wò gbogbo alájọjọ.
Ṣé mo tó máa ń dùn mí fáwọn èèyàn wa ń Ṣàgám?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Òun ni pé a ní àwọn ọmọ wa níbẹ̀ yẹn tó jẹ́ pé orientation wọn ibi omi lọ yí sí. Kí ni mo mean ni pé I mean èyí instead tí a máa fi máa kọjú ìbọn àdá síra wa ní ìtò ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ń Ṣàgámù láti bí odidi oṣù mẹ́jọ sọ́dún kan sìn.
ọ̀rọ̀ wọn sú wa o.
síbẹ̀ ẹnu wọn ò kò jọ kan lo irú that same agreement yẹn kó fi lé àwọn tí wọ́n jí àwọn èèyàn gbé ní Ṣàgámù tó ń lé àwọn ẹ̀mí pa. mo láwọn èèyàn tó ti sá bọ́ lọ́wọ́ Fúlàní tó sá jábọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn rí mo sá jábọ́ ni o ní Ṣàgámù bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kí mo láwọn èèyàn mi náà Ṣàgámù.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò sí rọ́ńbẹ̀ ṣẹ́rí bẹ́ẹ̀ program tẹ̀ ṣe afẹ́ kẹtù máa jẹ́ kó yé àwọn èèyàn wa sí àwọn èèyàn wà nù kùnkùn wọ́n ti fẹ́ máa gba wọ́n ti fẹ́ máa pín 1,000 nísìnyí wọ́n ti fẹ́ máa pín gàrí nísìnyí ìkànnì wọn ṣe lájà àjàgé.
mọ̀kàn tèmi wá ń ṣe ni pé ó ti di old story ẹ má gbowó ẹ má gbàgbá ẹ má ṣe kíní kankan mọ́ èmi ò tẹ̀lé sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́ sí ẹ mọ́ tí mo sọ ń sìn ni pé mo máa ń fẹ́ kó ní kálukú ṣàmọ̀ wípé gbogbo ipa tó ní kálukú ń kó yẹn o gbogbo ẹ̀ ló lérè títí ẹ̀ tá à ń pè ní consequences ṣòye yín sìn so bó ṣe ń participate yẹn tó ń sọ pé owó yín tó ń fún yín lọ owó àtọ́jí là ń gbà bọ̀ síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ òun ṣépè fáwọn èèyàn tó ò ní tẹ̀lé PDP tẹ̀lé APC tó ò ní bá wọn ṣe nǹkan yóò yín sìn òun ṣépè fún torí wọn ò gbà sí lẹ́nu ó dẹ̀ sọ pé owó yín tó ń jí lọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ ń gbà padà ẹjọ́ ń kó sí so consequences wà o bó o sí school bó o sí hospital bó o sí iṣẹ́ bó o sábò.
báwo làwa ṣe lè contribute kílẹ̀ nǹkan èmi náà fẹ́ ṣe bọ́ nǹkan tí bá nípa ti ara nípa ti ẹ̀mí táwa náà lè ṣe ń bí báyìí.
God bless you baba.
àwa ò lówó lọ́wọ́ láti inú kitchen láti gbọ́ program yìí bọ̀.
God bless you láti inú kitchen láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti inú kitchen àdúgbò mi à ń pè bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní Cross Street nígbà tá a bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń gbà yẹn a ò tiẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé bóyá àwòkọ́ máa tó yìí a kàn ń ṣe náà ni. So àti dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ so ṣẹ́rẹ̀ mọ nǹkan tó bá máa fi di oṣù tá a fẹ́ bọ́ sí October yìí nígbà tí a bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ Yorùbá Union Organization yẹn tó bá ti parí gbogbo registration and all that yẹn oríṣiríṣi avenue tí gbogbo a lè gbà sowọ́ pọ̀ because ẹ̀mọ́ tèmi máa ń rí jù sà òun ni ìfọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ tó wá láti inú ọkàn wa láti achieve nǹkan kan ṣẹ́rí owó ni o ìgbà ni àwo nìyẹn gbogbo àwọn yẹn secondary ni wọ́n ṣẹ́rí ẹni tó ní intention tó sọ pé à ń fẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ kíni ká ṣe ìyẹn ni gógó ṣẹ́rí later ẹni tó wá ní intention pé kíní ìta dẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe ó gbọ́dọ̀ succeed o a máa ní ìdówó ẹgbà 10 naira tèmi ẹ bá fi kún wo ibo ni mo tún lè bá yín dá sí kí ni mo lè bá yín gbé ṣẹ́wọ̀n pé láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ intention pé mo fẹ́ kí kíní ìyànjú ó gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe é ṣe ní nǹkan tẹ́ni yẹn kọ́kọ́ gbé wá so yẹn là á fẹ́ build òun ṣètò owó yẹn so gbogbo bá yẹn máa dá sí later gbogbo everybody ló á pè ní volunteering sir you will volunteer èmi ò lè jẹ́ expertise yìí lásán lè máa fún wa after tẹ bá bá wa dá sí tán pé àwa kí ló ti ń pè nǹkan báyìí bá ṣe fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe nìyẹn náà in fact ẹ bá fẹ́ kó ṣe dáadáa ẹ lọ ọgbọ́n báyìí gbogbo ọdún àwọn yẹn la fẹ́ kó jọ but from October lórí afọ́nrán yìí ẹ máa mọ details ẹ máa mọ ibi tẹ belong ẹ máa mọ ibi tẹ lè dá sí ibi tẹ ti lè dá sí by the special grace of God ẹ lọ fọkàn sí.
All right, sir.
God bless you.
Okay, sir. Ẹ ṣé gan Ọlọ́run túbọ̀ pín lọ́wọ́ sókè rẹ̀ ní jábọ̀ ẹ̀ ní jábọ̀ lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ sọ orúkọ yín fún mi.
Ẹ̀mí tó dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ kí ni ló máa parí ẹ̀.
Àmín.
Àgbà Ọlọ́run.
Ẹ sọ orúkọ yín fún mi kí lè rántí o.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí fẹ́ lómi láyé náà kan ráyè wọlé.
Àmín.
Okay, sir.
Ẹ gbọ́ mi, mo ní pé ẹ sọ orúkọ yín fún mi kí lè rántí.
Okay, Ṣọlá ló ń sọ̀rọ̀ láti Ṣàgámù, Ṣọlá.
Ṣọlé láti Ṣàgámù, bàbá kẹ́tẹ́kẹ́ easy.
Láti Ṣàgámù bẹ́ẹ̀ ni sir. All right, sir.
Nice all right, sir. Nice one. Yeah, that's Shole. So, what we were having a conversation on there is that is my first time caller, but a long time follower. Reminiscing or remembering the good old days where Maiyegun was just there in his kitchen with his phone and camera, firing from all cylinders, and so many people who felt like, "Why are you wasting your time? What is wrong with you? Is that why you went abroad? I mean, you have had a chance of living Nigeria. Why don't you just maintain your life there and just keep short and keep quiet about Nigeria? Leave us alone and the rest of that." And, but 10 years after that, right? A lot of people are so kind of appreciative, so grateful for what we have now become, what we have achieved, and indeed, what we can achieve as well. So he's such a proud, follower of Maiyegun's diary, and he couldn't hold it back. And today, we had a chat about happenings in the Ṣàgámù as well, the insecurity, what they are facing, okay? And how much he is so willing, like many others, to be part of a group that is going to continue to shed light and encourage, empower the people to continue to stand up for what is right, especially the Yoruba nation. I love that. Hello there. Can you hear me, by the way? Okay.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, Maiyegun.
Ma.
Really? So it's so easy to get to you. Wow, I'm so happy.
Well, look at how easy it is now. I mean, I don't know how many times you've tried, but for tonight, right?
This is calling from US, Maryland.
Oh, bless you. From Maryland. What did you say your name was, ma? Cici from Maryland.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Cici me.
Thank
How
you
are you,
for
ma?
all that you've been doing.
I mean.
By God's grace, we'll get our own nation and we'll be out of this nonsense called Nigeria.
Amen to that.
Keep up the good work.
I will. Thank you
for
so much.
everything.
I mean, I actually love that you've probably wanted to just say hi enough that you got in tonight when the traffic is lower. And I actually love that, the feminine voice in the whole clip. That's to say that a lot of people who have been trying all the time, this could be your time to stop by and say hi as well. But don't forget this. If this is your own first time of watching Maiyegun or joining us on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, the most you can do is to, if you enjoyed it, is to subscribe, okay? Subscribe, check your own notification and see that it's set on, and you will never miss a session, Nah, you won't, because it is kind of addictive as well. Sometimes it's like so long, but the best part is when you join us live. If you watch us live or more, it's a different vibe, but for the regulars on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, it doesn't matter. Live or rewatch, it is still the same vibe. So, it's up to you. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Good evening.
Sorry, I'm struggling to hear you, by the way. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
I think it's better. I can hear you too. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm all right. First time caller, but I've been listening to you for 5 numbers. So yeah.
Fantastic. What's your name?
My name is Audu. I'm calling from London.
Did you say Taurid? Did you say Taurid?
No, Audu.
Oh, Audu.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Baba, how are you?
I'm good, yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Go on.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
The thing is, you are doing a fantastic job.
Thank you. Everyone says that.
But
when you read the comments,
when
you read the comments, you'll be wondering, where are those ones who are like, you this mugu, you this bastard, Omo Ali, this and that? Where are they coming from? When everybody says, you're doing a good job. But thank you. I mean,
the thing is, Nigeria, until it happened to you before you know, say, oh, this is reality.
This is actually true.
That is, so until it happens to them, then they will know that, oh, yeah, what people are saying is true. But a wise person must not wait until it happens to you.
Victim. Exactly. You don't have to wait until you are a victim before you speak out. I mean.
Exactly. So regarding Tinubu, I don't hate Tinubu. I don't hate him.
Me too. But, Baba, I tell people all the time, I said, if I don't like you, there are reasons. It may be just I don't like your politics. Okay? I don't like your person. But that doesn't mean that I hate you. I don't hate. Go on, Baba.
Exactly. But that age, the age is right now. I was discussing with one guy about 2 days ago, and I told him, look, he has sold his political future to Buhari in 2015. If you stood around that 2015, he would have won the election. But he gave that ticket to Buhari, and now standing to become the president of Nigeria at this age, when everything is becoming obvious about him, age is there, health is not looking good.
And then coupled with the abysmal performance of APC as well. There's nothing to really campaign on. So
nothing to campaign on. Nothing. You should have tried that 2015. You would have said, okay, I will stand and push. The whole country would have supported him. But he gave that ticket to Buhari, and with the hope that, we'll promise you'll be the next president. It's a wrong calculation. It's a total wrong calculation. And everything is a mess right now. It's a mess. Like, if any news from Nigeria,
they say for the first time, Baba. They say for the first time, it is so difficult to say this is how it's going to end in their politics, right? The reason some are saying that the reason why people are saying that it is not clear what is going to happen is because the only clarity they are seeing is Obi. And to them, no, that's not going to happen. I mean,
Obi,
we know Nigeria and all
Obi,
that. So because of that, they're like, no, it's not clear for the first time.
Obi is a threat. It's a threat. I mean, I don't see how if Fulani will allow Obi to be president.
Do you get that now? So it's like you looking around and say, "Oh my way to." If we say crowd, I mean, we all know that usually crowd don't mean anything in Nigeria. It means that people are paid. But when you now look at this Obidients as well, even if people are being paid, they're likely being paid by people by themselves. Like, hey, you want to follow us? I'll give you. Oh yeah, come. I'll give you something. Come. It's not like the usual way of normal Nigerian team. They will mobilize them.
Yeah,
go and mobilize people. So when you look at both, then you feel like, okay, this looks so organic. It means, if this turn to vote, that's a threat. Oh, Baba, I'm gonna leave it there. Which threat, Yabi? On the election day, these old people go, like the usual Nigerian way.
Obi crowd is real, but I can't see how he can win it though. I wish him well. I wish him well.
See, Baba, you are factoring in the real thing that we know in Nigeria. Do you get that now? So because of that, you cannot say it's clear. Do you get that?
It's not clear.
If it was, for example, if there was no Obi, because this whole thing is 3 months ago, Abi, if the usual two leprous fingers, two leprous hands, APC, PDP, the whole rivalry and nothing will be between APC and PDP. Abi? Atiku and Tinubu. Somehow, people would have started saying, incumbency factor. Tinubu go, we know say go, or Atiku go use another factor and all of that. But when Obi can enter around, now so confusion can enter everywhere. I'm just
confusion can enter. Big time confusion. Big time confusion. I mean, it's like it took everyone by surprise because at the beginning, no one really. It's like it became a political homeland.
A splash in the pan, but it seems not to be.
Yeah. Exactly. So, but to comment on your effort, you're doing a fantastic job, and may God Almighty you too. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I appreciate that. You have a good one too yourself. So I'll take this other one. Here. Hello.
Brother Maiyegun, well done.
How far? I like.
Well, Baba. This is me, Ayo, calling from California.
AY from California.
Yes, sir.
Cali today, Baba?
Very hot, but lovely. We are living our life.
Lucky you. We are not that lucky in the UK. I mean, in Glasgow, now the weather is changing. It's becoming so cold. Then the gas and electricity cost is also like going into triple fold. So it's not so rosy here. Lucky you, Baba.
Yeah.
AY.
Yeah. I just said let me contribute to your program and say good job, well done.
Thanks, Baba.
Thank you for all the things that you've been doing for Yoruba Nation, every tribe in that contraction called Nigeria. However, I wanted to chip it into you see like the Peter Obi thing that you were talking about just like at the beginning of today's program, right?
Right.
I've been thinking the same thing, right, for so long. However, like a couple of weeks back, like let me say like 4 weeks back, like a month ago.
Yeah.
I was watching this program on Channels Television called Sunrise Daily. I always wait for that program and watch it before I go to sleep.
Right.
So they were talking about politics, APC, PDP, Labour Party, all that stuff. And you know how like all the Obidients, all of them on comment section, just going up and down, just commenting. Anybody that say anything, they tackle the person.
If you say anything, even if you ask question and say, Obi, what did Obi say there about education? They will say, my friend, shut up your mouth. You look at this idiot, this Agbado. But continue. I want to hear it. Go on.
So I purposely drop a question.
Right.
A direct question that because I even screenshot the question after like people started commenting. So the question was I said question to all Obidients. What will happen next if 2023 election gets rigged? What will happen next? Then the next thing everybody started commenting under my question. They said one of them said there will be no Nigeria. Another one said that is going to be the beginning of the explosion of Nigeria.
Okay.
There won't be anything like Nigeria again. Okay. You just watch and see. I say, here we go. And And the Nigeria that I know very well, they will rig it. Is Nigeria? All these Obidients, they are crowd.
Rigging. They plan for post-rigging too. If people want to protest, like, okay, what if people decide to just start fight? What should we do?
But the election, see what 2023. See what 2023. But Nigeria is the next president.
Well,
Nigeria is the president already. Ought to select and it doesn't select.
In their mind, if you give them any other thing, rigging. Now there we day, Baba. Now there we day. So that's why I told people, Baba. I said, see the bigger picture. Obi is a distraction, okay? Obi has distracted this or that. But at the end of the day, just see the bigger picture. It is not an end to. It's not an end in itself. It's a means to an end. Continue.
But Maiyegun, I don't know. Maybe it's because I left Nigeria and I came to the United States for I've been in the United States now 12 years.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe United States. I don't know. Maybe United States is the one that changed my mindset. I'm just a youth, but I'm just 32. I'm just 32 years old.
Well, I'm just 32 years old boy. You are getting closer to that FF age as well. So you wouldn't say youth, but Baba, I get you.
But since when I was young in Nigeria, right? I was lucky that my aunties and my uncles, they kind of exposed me to what's going on in the political system of Nigeria since when I was young. So I know pieces of what's going on since when I was a little kid growing up. But growing up, I was able to tap into the whole thing that
you have been exposed to the real things happening. Other than what they want, the rest of the old.
You see, this is one thing. This is one thing. My youth of my age in Nigeria. This is what they don't understand. What they are seeing in reality is completely different from what is happening behind the curtain.
What's really happening? Tell them.
And they are not getting it. They are not understanding it. So Nigeria, Nigeria youths, they always look for soft spots, somewhere that is a place that they can cover them with a comforter. A place that they can cover them with blanket and be telling them bed night stories. That's what they like. Likewise, behind the curtain, these politicians are telling them if you gather 2 billion youth in Teslim Balogun Stadium. You are just wasting your time. If you fill up the entire national stadium with Obidients and all of them. All of you are just wasting your crap. We have selected who we want already. We have selected. Look at this, but the same youth that they are screaming obedient today, they are the same youth, all of them gathered in Lekki Gate in 2020.
No doubt. And I think according to them, that is coming from the unfinished business of that time because
and it's the unfinished business of that time. But also, they have forgotten, Nigerian youth of my age, they have forgotten that Nigerian government who have sent them a message of unfinished business. What is the message? By sending soldiers down to Togate and shoot all of them. It's an unfinished business.
It is.
So now, if they rig them, if
Peter Obi, and these people
if they now rig them out,
then business continues.
If they now rig them out, Peter Obi is not the president. They put in the president, all the Obidients now, they started causing trouble. What was going to happen?
No.
Federal government too will tell them
the fight
we will continue.
Now. Unfinished business. Then the business continue.
Unfinished business. Oh yeah, let's see who is going to survive.
And that is the gunpowder that we said that
that is the gunpowder that I've been saying that Nigeria is sitting on. And you know what? We, the Yoruba nation and the Biafrans and the Middle Belt, let us keep mobilizing. Let us keep continue our struggle.
Keep telling people
sensitizing.
What this is going to do.
But you want to know the honest truth? We are not the one that will set Nigeria on fire.
Oh, yeah.
It is not us.
I've told people many times. I said, see, if you and I, if they allow us to do our wish, if they allow us to do our wish, by now, we would have finished the renegotiation of Nigeria and everybody would probably be preparing to leave. You see these criminals,
we are not the one that will burn Nigeria.
And they are the
one. They will pour petrol and gasoline and light it up themselves. We are not. It is not Yoruba nation. It is not Biafra. It is not Middle Belt.
No,
it is. We are not the one that will start the. They will be the one that will start it themselves. season film yóò máa gùn gan.
Bàbá kọ́lọ́ máa gba ẹnì kankan nínú wa tí ẹ kó fún alẹ́ mi tó dùn.
Kọ́lọ́ ṣe bọ̀dá Maiyegun àdúrà tèmi máa ń ṣe nǹkan tèmi máa ń sọ lélẹ̀ ṣẹ́rí ẹni tó bá máa kú kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè mú dání ó máa lọ.
Àlọ́ náà ni bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
Ikú náà ọ̀nà níkú. Ìyàwó mi mo ti sọ fún ìyàwó mi pé ọmọ mi ta fẹ́ bí yìí o tó bá ti dàgbà o ọjọ́ ti bá àtọmọ ọmọ mi màmá sọ fún mi pé wá ti bá kú lọ́la ò gbọ́dọ̀ sunkún o die na ọ̀nà gbogbo a máa kú lọ́jọ́
kan. A máa padà lọ rest last kánà láìdí àgbà tá máa kú àti bá ṣe máa kú ni bóyá àbálẹ̀ sober for the rest of our life ni ṣé you get me now?
Exactly.
I get your drift. I get your drift. Kò ṣe ni pé ẹyin tó bá máa dà kúkọ ẹyin tó bá máa dà kúkọ wọn ò ní díjẹ ṣé you get? So yẹn ni pé kọ́lọ̀ wá fún alẹ́ mi tó kú tó yẹ pé à á lè witness ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwa náà dẹ̀ lè tọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa débi pé a ò ní fìjà ilẹ̀ fáwọn ọmọ wa bàbá.
Àmì àṣẹ mo pàtẹ́wẹ̀. Sherry, season film yìí, I want to let all the Yoruba nation, so that I want Biafran brothers and I want all the Yoruba nation, I want all the Biafrans listening to us tonight. Go and buy your popcorn, your Pepsi. This season film is going to be a very long one. Yeah. It's going to be a very long one.
And it's going to be everyday thing.
Every day, every second. Every second. We are not the one. We are not the one that will destroy Nigeria. No, the politicians will destroy it themselves because they have already cooked it. They already cook it.
The guns they are going to give to their thugs that they are going to use during the election. They don't import them.
Look at the video. Look at the video that you played about the pastor that was talking to all the Obidients. Do you understand what that pastor is saying?
That was what I was telling people to listen to. Look into all of this. Don't ignore them.
See, this is the problem about humans, right?
Right.
When you pass a message to somebody,
right,
there's different way you can receive a message.
Mm-hmm.
Am I understand the message in an easy way? Right. You might understand the message in a violent way. Now, the pastor is passing the message, but what I'm hearing in that message is a peaceful message and a violent message because somebody will take it in a wrong way, while some other people will take it in a right way. Now, the people that will take it in the wrong way, those are the people that have already suffered in the hands of Nigeria, and they are ready to do anything to burn the place down.
Mm-hmm. And nothing is going to take.
And in anything, they are ready to burn anything down. And in that crowd, at least 60% of that crowd, they are ready to burn anything down.
Because
they are ready to burn anything.
Make I back you up a little bit before you go, okay? There is a saying, they said, in everything you do, Jotori Olongo, be very, very, very scared of a man that has nothing to lose. Do you get that? People have lost a lot. Now, if they could gather in a place where they were not given any money or anything, that much. I mean, let's even say they give 10% of them money, not like the usual way, okay? Let's say 90% of them, they are not given any more. Look at that size of that number. Majority of them, they don't have anything anymore.
Absolutely. They're done. They're done. They already gave up. They gave up their own.
They don't have anything to lose anymore.
They don't. Exactly. They already
if you have anybody to be worried about, it is a man who has nothing to lose.
to lose, exactly. Many. A man that, and there are many of them over there. So it's just... Call on Showa. Thank you for what you do.
Say me well to the missus, Say me well to the missus and the family, by the way. So you're a good one, Baba.
Yes, sir.
Nice one.
Thank you, sir.
That's AY from Cali. I would probably one day be so lucky to meet AY at a Cali mall. I say, AY, God. Meanwhile, that's a long one. But next year, by the way, today my letter came from my employer, right? So I have officially, officially left my current job. So which means that I am now a self-employed businessman. I don't even know how that sounds anyway, but I mean, it's been so great while it lasts. I just want to I want to do so many other things, especially in 2022. I want to go back to school, or maybe get some, some kind of discipline in a certain get it, all that. I'm just looking into what to do, or maybe travel the world, just go everywhere. whatever it is, I'm preparing for 2023. I don't know what you are preparing for. So yeah, I have oh, so sorry, I lost that call. Now I think they are back. I'll take it again. Hello there.
Hey, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. You?
Well, I'm fine. I'm here.
Yeah, it's always wonderful listening to your program, you know.
Thank you.
Thank you for the platform. You know, it helps us to ease off the burden and problem of Nigeria, you know. Yeah, my dear brother, you know, this contraption is just a very interesting place to always discuss about. You know, Nigeria is abnormal place, and
in its entirety.
And when you try to approach an abnormal problem with a normal situation, a normal solution, it's definitely not going to work. That's the reason why, no matter the process they put in place, it always comes back to the same solution, because the whole place is, you know, when you use some certain words, unfortunately, the people that are supposed to, you know, receive those words and think deeply about it are not really getting it. You often refer to Nigeria as a slum, and I try to think that, and in every ramification, that is a very good way of describing Nigeria, because a place that you don't have light, you don't have motorable roads.
You know what they say.
You know
what they say. They say in Nigeria, right? You have to provide your own light, provide your own health care, provide education, your own type of education for your children. You have to provide your own house, provide your own water, provide your own. Well, I said that earlier. Electricity. Provide your own security. Baba, if you now go out there and you say you are a proud Nigerian, are you sure you are a proud Nigerian or a proud idiot? Because
God bless
none
you.
of this whole thing made you Nigerian. It made you a mini local government. An average Nigerian in Nigeria is a local government on his own. You are on your own. So how can you then say you are a proud Nigerian? Are you sure that you're not a proud idiot? People have said that to me many times, so I just thought I should share that, Baba.
You know, you see, like we always say, you know, one thing, let me say something that might shock you or that might be interesting to you. You know, Nigeria is like a cloud of thick darkness. When you allow Nigeria to cover you, you don't see light until when you walk out of that darkness. You now look back and see where you were coming from, and you tell yourself, really? So I have been in this darkness for all this while.
I've been through all of this. Then you'll be asking yourself, man, how did I survive? Then the usual way, you just say, man, it must be God. Because I don't know how I survived this whole thing I've been through in this country, Nigeria. Now war.
You see, do you know why I said that? In 2015, prior to 2015, I never believed in my life that I will one day use this my mouth to advocate for disintegration of Nigeria and dissolution of this system. Do you know why I say that?
Oh yeah, tell us. I told people myself, I said there are many people who want Nigeria to break up today, right? 2 years ago, 5 years ago, right? Even some like a year ago, they are still calling those who want Nigeria to break. Like, you know, you guys, it's not always everything that we have to, you know, like Nigeria is still going to work. But now many of them are realizing that is a pure waste of time. So if you have not come to that reality yet, your own time is coming. It's a matter of time. So tell me, why you change your own mind after 2015?
It's just a matter of time. Me talking to you now, I voted Buhari with my own hand. I was in Nigeria then. With my own hand in 2015.
Because you felt what? What did you feel exactly that made you feel like?
I got into very big quarrel, very big argument with very close friends, especially in the church over Buhari. At the point, they were calling me Buhari. They were calling me a Muslim. So many names.
See how it can break your heart. Can't prove them right.
I was so much a believer in Buhari. That was one. Two, God forgive me, with my own mouth, I called Onyendu, Mazen Nandekale, madman. At that point, within this time, with my own mouth, when I listened to him, I looked at him, I saw him as a very mad person. But do you know what? It's a matter of time. It didn't take a few years from that time. I can't even tell you, as I'm speaking now, I can't even tell you how my conversion happened. I can't even say. All I know that
it just switched.
How I started listening to Nnamdi Kanu, I never listened. I so much detest everything about him, the way he talked. But my brother, one day, something happened. I don't know. But what I know is that I begin to pick interest. Until
maybe I should even listen to this guy for just 10 minutes anyway. Let me even listen to him for 10 minutes. Then you discover that your 10 minutes turned to 10 months.
My brother, I just, I'm a very good YouTuber. I used to browse, I'm a very good person when it comes to listening to news.
Go on.
Yes, I like to listen to news a lot. So when I read news and I go through YouTube, I saw a lot of video about Nnamdi Kanu in different ways. So I decided to listen to. And I tried to ignore his methodology and listen to the message he was trying to.
Yeah, like you ignore all the explicit and everything that he uses abusive language, just the message, and you get it.
My brother, I saw that this is like somebody, a redeemer. My brother, that was how I began to pay attention to Nigerian politics. I have been a very good politician when it comes to, listening to them, trying to participate in my own way. It was through Nnamdi Kanu I began to pay closer attention, to the point I begin to pay attention to some of the people we call analysts. And otherwise, then, when I listen to channels, television, every garbage they do in that their money rising or whatever, politics today and all that, I just take it hook, line, and sinker. It was Nnamdi Kanu that made me to have that critical
thinking. And you begin to question everything you've been told, that you are so confident that you knew. And you begin to find out that, I've been lied to all this while.
My brother, painful. That was when I began to discover that Nigeria is a fraud. And because of that, I begin to see that Nigeria is indeed irredeemable. It's not like being too harsh. It's irredeemable by every
description or definition.
Nigeria together. It's so irredeemable. The truth is this. Nobody loves Nigeria.
God bless you.
Do you know why I say nobody loves Nigeria?
Tell us, because I get my own why too. Go on.
What people love is what Nigeria offers them. Nobody loves Nigeria.
I wish I have this special, what do you call it? I can just say, send, you can still do it anyway. So I'm just going to ask God to help me bless you specially. Just say amen to that. Continue.
Amen. Nobody loves Nigeria. What people love is what Nigeria offers them.
What they stand to gain.
And for that reason, that is one singular reason why Nigeria can never survive. For example, there's something you said some time ago in your program. When you were talking about oppressor, you said that Nigerians do not hate oppression. And when you look at it, all of us, it's because we came to this part of the Western world. We begin to receive that deliverance from all
see
these
things
they
differently.
Have, they have, put into us for so many years, we begin to see the light. Do you know why I said none of us hate oppression? Unless those of us that by the grace of God that have tried to, revolutionize our mind and allow the true civilization to embrace us.
To really like show up in us.
You see, for example, those days we were in high school back in Nigeria.
Right.
One thing that will make you know that we don't hate oppression is simple. All these people shouting now is because they are no longer benefiting from the oppressed system.
God bless you again.
When we are in secondary school back in the day, there is that thing they call prefect in high school in Nigeria, Where I went to
school prefects.
Yeah, yes. They used to have it both in primary school and all that.
Yeah.
Do you know, one thing I discovered that this thing is like becoming a culture that you grow into it and you try to endure the pain when it gets your turn. Those days,
so when you become a prefect or you become a senior, then you have to pay back those coming behind you because they did the same to you. It's now your turn. It's like it's the tradition. Baba, they follow you. Go on.
That is the point. When they flog us then, our consolation is that
one day
our turn is coming. And you are already accumulating the anger, what you will do to those behind you, even though they didn't do anything to you. That is a true description of Nigeria. Nobody
and
loves
also, there is another one you should add there. You talk about those who oppress, right? There are those who are like, when they now get to that senior, okay? And they are like, they are not as brutish as some. Those juniors will now say, I love Senior Kemi. She's the most gentle, very lovely. She's not that like others. So they will now be so grateful. There are some of them that are like humans. I'm talking about the juniors. And that's exactly the same thing as well in the real life. Okay? So
in the real life of Nigeria, that's exactly
when they see politicians that try to be honest, they'll say, hey, look at him. Man, look at he said he's going to do the road. He's completed the road. Can you the others they said they would do it, they never did it. So they are so grateful that finally one of them is doing it,
That is why I tell you Nigeria is irredeemable. Because the corruption and the impunity and the whole fraudulent system have so much entrenched into the system that my worry is not all these ones we have seen. Already we have seen their style.
Yeah.
My worry is now the ones that, for me, the Bible says foundation destroyed. What would a just man do? The foundation has so much breakdown that those you are expecting to redeem the foundation or rebuild it is even more worse than those that have messed it up.
Do you know the primary problem, Baba? Is that they are not even admitting that the foundation is faulty. They are just telling people that they could build a stable structure than what you see now. They could build this and that on it on a shaky ground. They are not even admitting the differences we are talking about. They are not. Because admitting these differences is what they feared most. Because in the process of admitting these differences, guess what? They are going to agree that Omo na true. We're not supposed to stay together. So now, we different, Rich. How come we've been together for 62 years? That's why they don't want to discuss it at all. So everybody is coming to say, I'm an architect. Oh, I am this and that. Trust me. But they are not talking about the foundation. But we won't stop talking about that foundation. Go on.
They will not talk about it because they don't want to lose their enterprise. Nigeria is a British company. It's a British enterprise. Both the British and their neo-colonists don't want to lose their company. It's a fact. I would not be surprised if Obi wins, for example, and we come back in the next 3 years or 4 years to celebrate Buhari more. Somebody has told me, God forbid, that can never happen. I told him, we never even believe. Some people that call Jonathan the devil now are even calling Jonathan his friend. Nigeria is structured that it's not about who becomes what. It's about the system that produces them. Every day, everything is
you and I should
co-host.
You and I should be co-hosting on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, and I'm going to probably find a way to make it official. I wish I have a lot of time to keep you tonight. You just keep bringing all those points out, and I keep going with you everywhere you're turning, right? But we don't have much time anymore tonight, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Maiyegun.
You should have a good evening, right? So he's such a wonderful person. He keeps bringing all those points here and there, and I keep feeling comfortable following him. Yeah, it goes here, and there are so wonderful points that should get you thinking, by the way, for those who genuinely have the ability for critical thinking. I'm going to take one last one, and I'm going to call it a night. Okay? Hello there. Hello.
Hello, my.
Oh, hello, sir. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay. You might need to come closer to the phone as well, or maybe take it off. Yeah. It's kind of far away.
I've done that.
Brilliant.
You see,
yes, sir.
I just want to talk about what they call Yoruba.
Which one?
What they call about your
Adebanjo.
Adebanjo.
The Afeniferes, yeah. Olufalaye, Baba Olufalaye. There's been so much going on, by the way, but tell me, what do you want to say?
I don't want to say because I'm not particularly about Falaye.
Right.
Falaye has been they've stepped in during what is it called? Obiola and they've stepped in, so he has no say. I'm talking regarding the area of
Adebanjo himself, yeah. Please.
It's like Tinubu have done something to them and they want to pay him back.
You forgot that they were all in Afenifere. Afenifere got factionalized. And AD got factionalized as well until they killed all of that. And they blamed Tinubu because he played a bigger role there. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. And that's why they really
they never forgave him. Yeah. They said he could save them. He could have saved Afenifere if Tinubu really cared about Yoruba then. But Tinubu felt like Afenifere was a threat for his own political advancement because of those Baba. So he helped them destroy themselves. So today, for those who don't know the story, Afenifere will never sit with Tinubu. Even if they endorse him, Tinubu said we know that they are not with him. So, Baba, continue.
They really want to give him back and the big time because therefore, you disown us, they will definitely disown you as well. So that's exactly what happened.
And it's for that.
Exactly. They are taking the current to buy it. They said, okay, not that we know people will win, but we don't want it to look like if we are being tribalistic here. So
it's all game now, Baba. We know how it be now. Sure you get, We know how it be. Now, people where they catch feelings for them, now they feel sorry for. Because I will never let any of these things get to me enough that I'm going to have a heartbreak. I don't even have any heart to break for anybody. But when you invest your emotion, you can prepare for what is going to come. But I know too, Baba. Yeah, continue. Are they listening? You there?
I'm there. Yeah, just that. So, you see, these people, I think what we need to do is that I really agree with you and with AY the other time that they're the one that will destroy themselves. Because they'll be somehow so drunk to the extent that they believe in themselves and they believe what they're doing. It's just like this German that fought in the German war. He was the one that destroyed himself. He got all the machineries and everything. He killed them. They got to a level that he couldn't go further.
That's it.
He destroyed himself.
That's it. And that's what we have seen. With all we are seeing around, all this uprising here and there, people are angry, people are hungry, people have this or that, right? There are those who are going to, because they are hungry, they're going to follow them like they do every 4 years. There are those who are hungry that are grouping together as well. But like you said, they are power drunk. They are not seeing those who are grouping. They don't see them as threats yet. Okay?
So
our own prayer is that they should please continue to ignore them until they become a threat to whatever they are holding in Nigeria today, right? And then they will begin to make mistakes. Because now from their mistakes, the real wahala go start. Now them will destroy themselves.
There's no way they won't make mistakes.
They will.
Can you beat on live? You can't beat on live. You can't beat on live. So definitely they will destroy themselves. It is obvious. It's a matter of time, right? Now, as these things are going on, a lot of campaign is going on now.
Yeah.
We have these three DUBs and the call is here now. We don't know what is going on with it.
It's around in London. But you know what? He's not the president of Nigeria. Somebody said, Maiyegun, you should all go and do Tinubu return back. I said, listen, he's a politician, but at the same time, he's not in public office yet. So anybody will group and say, oh, you should go back now. In the UK, he's treated as a private citizen. But when Bokwari comes here, he's the president of Nigeria. So you can go there. So you leave, go away. Police will just come there and say, I beg, can you reduce the noise so that neighbors will not too complain? They don't feel to do anything. But if you go to Tinubu's area, apart from if you get a chance, go and embarrass them or shout and all of that stuff, but you can't tell him to go back. But he's here. He's in London with you. Getting NHS here.
I know. And it was like, okay, you know what? Let's be like that because it's just like this. It is so ignorant that look at this man that wants to campaign Nigeria, supposed to be in Nigeria. It's now in somewhere else, and some fools are campaigning, running after and doing all this stuff for him. And this man
they are fighting for their future. Tinubu want to rescue Nigerians from APC. That's the message. And because of that, their future is so important. Baba, you don't hear where they say APC, it's like saying APC won't rescue the people from APC. No be juju that.
APC, I'm not too conscious of the fact. Who are they rescuing? When did they say they've not even sorted themselves out?
It be like say you call the firefighter and say, oh, 9999, right? I say, hello. I say, what be your emergency? I am trapped in my house. Oh, you are trapped. What happened? Because I locked myself in and I wanted to come and rescue me from myself. You know what I mean? Maybe madness be that.
Now madness now.
But they don't go believe you.
So I was like, okay, you know what? Let's do all contraction is enough for everybody to break up.
The whole thing is fine.
And there's no way we won't break. Yes. Well, anyway, this video, what is it called? Yeah, even the one you played 2 days ago regarding
which one?
The PDP guy.
Dino,
whatever. Look, that guy, I don't really know. I think there was one in the team play. He messed up a little bit as well. That guy doesn't know what he's saying. Just saying that was there.
Baba, you know, say the hustle is real. One of the things people told me, they said, if you think say money no fish shake you, but bros, you don't see Atiku dollar before, like where they put out where they want share. Sometimes, Baba, you feel they shout, you're not gonna say they shout. Atiku! They say, why are you shouting now? I say, who is shouting? I'm just calling Atiku. She's just shouting. Even the microphone was so scared of the guy. So if you don't know why, Baba, I mean, if Atiku become president, Dino will become governor after Yeye Bello, okay, as a payback. So the clownish and the clown kingdom will continue to strive and to grow, and the victims as well. Oh, it is well.
I know.
Now everybody the hustle right now. No joke. Everybody else right now.
I know.
So and as it be, the people who are listening to them or believing them, now them I pity. Atiku says something, Dino says something, and you are sitting down there and saying, Atiku is a man who walk barefooted. Atiku don't use leg waka before. So instead they use my leg waka now, maybe one day I go become president because Dino said that. Don't be madness be that. So now people listening to them I blame. Okay, but eventually, Baba, 4 months is not foul. Now here we go there.
That's true. Yeah, I think as we are seeing the time, they can't have these people. All these lies we hide it before. I they still believe in them.
I mean,
and to put insult about this injury, he went to Enugu and telling them after my tongue. So 8 years, Abi.
I mean, they no rate Easterners. I mean, I'm a Yoruba man, And one of the things I would say, and I'm not going to deny, is that as a Yoruba man, so I mean, apart from us sharing from the poverty, the whole thing that Nigeria represents and all that, I mean, I can still say that as Yorubas, Southwesterners, we are kind of in the middle. We are not one of those really facing the real persecution like the Easterners, so to say. They don't rate them. If not, politicians, somebody go Eastern Nigeria, the same person who was there 8 years ago, talking about Bokwari, go back there again as Hausa Fulani and say, after me, somebody from your side will become president. I mean, you come and talk like that, or more, they go size you. But it is, they said they will respond to Atiku in February, okay? And on the other hand, they say, well, you not get PVC now. Last, everybody go get, everybody go understand.
Everybody go eat the bread, do.
Baba, thank you so much for tonight. We can go. Get
you're
myself
welcome.
ready for the bed as well. It's been a pleasure. Say me well to the family and everyone around you. Baba.
I know. And again, I wasn't surprised that I wasn't surprised that you resigned from your job, because what you even do is enough for you to occupy your days and everything.
I mean, it all started from last year, December, right? First thing I did was that I took a break, right? I took a break of 6 months or so. I mean, 4 months rather.
Wow.
So the 5th month I came back. They said, okay, maybe you should cut your hour into half. Like I work 11 hours a day, and I spend about 13 hours at work, almost 4 days a week anyway. But they said, maybe that's too much. Maybe you should cut it into half. So they gave me, I agreed. They said, maybe you will like it. If you don't like it, because I actually wanted to resign then. So maybe if you don't like it, then you can resign. I said, okay. So I came back. For the first 1 month, I wasn't doing anything. They're just like, relax, okay? Just get used to it. Let's see if your body will see. I sat down. The second month, they said, how are you feeling? You feeling like you can? I said, well, I'm not feeling anything, but we'll see. So, then that second month, it was like another 3 weeks, right? And I was like, you know what? I kind of feel guilty that they are paying me, like, it's good money, right? And then they kind of feel sorry for me as well. I was like, no, I don't think I can really do this. There's so much things I really want to do. And this one, a job on its own. For those who have no idea, is a job on its own. Getting all my content, getting all my sources everywhere, putting them together to make a presentation is a job on its own. So
it's a job on its own. Yeah. Well, because it's not that easy to. I mean, had all these things together, you have to use your brain and time and everything.
There's so much that goes into it. I just made it look so easy. But there's so much that goes into it.
I was even wondering how come. I was like, how do you cope with all these and go to work as well?
I think you should be asking, how is my family managing with this? Imagine a grown-up man that is always either on the phone or is on a system, is downloading here. Uploading, that stuff, but yet I'm still able to keep the family together. It's a big stuff, but I have to thank them.
Yeah, well done, Maiyegun. You take care. Take care. I know God is in control.
It's worth it. By the way, it is worth it. That's the reason why I probably will continue to do it. Okay, so I thank you too, Baba. You have a good evening, My regards.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Take care. Bye.
So this is where we're going to draw the curtains tonight. Our time is so far gone or far spent. Okay. Thank you so much for your own time with me again. And I'm going to see you some other time, okay? If you're just joining us, don't worry. You can watch this from the start again. Skip the part where we're having where the song was, right? Skip that part and then continue from from where we started talking. I'm going to see you some other time. Until then, good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun number 1.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary Diaspora number one.
bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Diary Diaspora number one.
ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary Diaspora number one.
Maiyegun Diary Politico.
Maiyegun Diary Diaspora number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Diary Diaspora number one.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun Diary Diaspora number one.
àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary Diaspora number one.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
òwúrọ̀ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe